Time heals all wounds. It's a phrase that you heard in the past, but the reality of the phrase is never truly reate. Where your feelings towards your captor used to be full of hatred and disgust, even that had a beginning to fade. For the longest time, you weren't sure what you felt for him, but now that you were free from him, you're confronted with the brutal reality. You missed him. Not only do you miss Shigaraki, but you're starting to wonder if you ever made the right choice. Escaping him was a hard-earned task, taking delicate planning and time. You thought you would be prepared for anything once you wriggled free from his grasp. It's been around 2 or so hours. If you were to guess, since you made your little escape, it felt like a nightmare, running crazily in directions to hopefully deter any pursuers, altering between full speed and lighter jogs to catch your breath. Only now have you given yourself a reprieve of typical stopping. Your body desperately needed a break. A break meant that you have more time to think, much to your charming. Your thoughts wander to the worst case scenarios. Shiraki's never in total control of himself. Even if he doesn't truly want to hurt you, you fear he might be overwhelmed by emotions that he could. There's a good chance he's already found out, and is searching for you right at this very moment. A shiver accompanies the thoughts as you force yourself to stand once again. What have I done? Grimacing, your head throbs unapologetically. Your hands tempt to smoothly rub away the upcoming headache, but it comes little to quell the pain. The road ahead will be long and difficult to thread. The opportunity to escape had been too tempting, too rare. It felt almost like the stars had aligned to present you with such a valuable opportunity. In the few seconds you had to choose to stand or run away, you weren't able to think of all the coincidences. Blinded by a desire for freedom, you had hesitantly made your choice, but doubt was taking root in your mind, constructing every thought. You're not even sure where you are exactly, if you're close to any form of society, or if you are lucky enough to be close to civilization. What you'll do? Going to the police is surefire way to be getting caught by, again, Shigaraki certainly has people keeping an eye on any place you might go. To make matters worse, you have no money, so buses and trains won't be an option. He also knows that. The playing field is under his thumb. His connections limitless, and subordinates intimidating. Damn it all. You whisper to nobody in particular. Gritting your teeth, you take a survey of your area behind you. A variety of trees and shrubbery illuminated by the setting sun. A numerous remember that it'll be nighttime soon. The thought is nerve-wracking, adding to your endless list of worries. Maybe I should go back. It's impossible not to wince at the thought, humiliating as it would be. Maybe Shigaraki will forgive you sooner if you come back. If you tell him you were wrong, that you weren't thinking straight, that it was all just a mistake, and that you loved him and will never do it again, will he believe you? He'll undoubtedly in a bad state of mind following your escape. So, it's a gamble. Turning around directly, you find yourself hanging your head low. Your feet almost refuse to follow your orders of turning back from which you came. an internal argument, irritating. He'll kill you. No, he wouldn't do that. He won't hurt me. How do you know that? He's killed for you. What's to say he wouldn't just kill you next? Shigaraki loves me. Love isn't the right word for it. Obsessed is. And you betrayed his trust. Each hesitant step adds a weight to you, your body wanting nothing more than to crush underneath all the pressure. Now how? You were able to find a way to be even more anxious than while you were escaping. You're unsure, wondering what you've done to deserve all this. You continue to backtrack. Bright orange conquers the sky above, but grows duller by the minute. Soon enough, stars will take their place, bringing with it inescapable darkness. Visibility will soon be an issue, the thought bringing an extra sense of urgency to your movements. What was once a bulging walk increased in a pace. Bare trees moved by you in drones, the muscles in your legs burning with intensity. Your lungs face a similar disappointment, plunging into you to slow down so that you can catch your breath. Twigs and dry leaves cracking underneath your feet, long and loud enough to alert anyone who might be searching for you. Eyes straining ahead, you spot something that causes your movement to causes your movements to crease. A tuft of unruly light hair, its owner frantically moving its head around, his black hoodie thrown on hesitantly, face obscured. It didn't matter that you can't see his face. You already know who it is. At the sound of your son approach, Shigaraki whips his head in your direction. You can't help but flinch at the stare of his appearance, eyes bloodshot and crazy, narrowing at the sight of you. There's a hollowness in his eyes that you've rarely seen. Shigaraki. You trail off, voice low and hesitant. Kun. You throw in an affection suffix in an attempt to soothe his wraith, even if it's only a small amount. Shigaraki freezes momentarily, eyes frantically checking over your being at the sound of your voice. He immediately stalks over to you, pace akin to a predator who conquered its prey. His footsteps are heavy, undoubtedly the result of deterioration. Squeezing your eyes shut, all you can do is silently pray he won't kill you, or worse. From the sound growing closer, you know he's right in front of you. His breathing ragged, a low growl emits from his lips. What were you thinking? His voice is excoriating, borderline, rabid. Gathering what little strength you had remaining, you cautiously open your eyes. Shigaraki's neck was dried blood lining the side that he normally scratched under stress, his nails ragged from biting. Callous hands snapped out towards your forearm, a finger lifted for caution. Letting out a shaky sigh, you open your mouth, willing words to come out. Instead, the corner of your eye begins to sting, and a lump in your throat forms. I'm just scared. You whimpered out, wiping your eyes with your sleeve. Sniffing, you continue. Everything's so different. It's just so much. I'm sorry. Shigaraki stares at you as the tears begin to flow, eyebrows furrowing and lips set in a straight line. He isn't sure what he expected, but he didn't think you'd basically return yourself to him. Shigaraki had thought you were going to put up a fight, even if he didn't understand why you'd been so dead set on leaving him. With the unexpected development unfolding in front of him, his emotions continued to stir up. ushering you in the direction of the league space. He does everything within his power to contain all that he feels. We're going back, he crumbles, looking back only for a moment to see your face. I'll figure out what to do with you later.